Good evening, Rachel. Good evening, Emma. Listen, would you please stop pretending to be Kevin's mother? Pretending to be his mother? What are you talking about? I know you're his stepmother, so please don't pretend to be his real mother. Kevin and I have lived together for 23 years. He also calls me Mom. I think we have built a relationship to be a family. Don't you think it's brazen to call yourself a mother when you are not blood related? I don't think that's the only thing that defines a family. I love him with all my heart. You say love, but he's not your real son. To be honest, it makes me sick to see you acting like a mother. That's sad, but I understand how you feel. You don't understand. What I'm trying to say is that he has a real family, and you are taking him away from them. I have raised Kevin in the hope that he would be happy. Even if we are not blood related, we can be a family. That's just your wish. He has his own mother. I really don't like the way you're acting like you're his mother. I just want him to be happy. Maybe you're misunderstanding something. There is no misunderstanding. You are just his stepmother and not his real mother. It is true that we are not related by blood, but I believe we are related by heart. That is your own selfish belief. I do not approve of you as his mother. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'm not going to let you talk me out of it. I see. If that's what you think, I don't blame you. I don't want anything to do with you, so keep that in mind. I'm going to be clear about this. I will make a firm declaration now. I am marrying Kevin, and you're not related to him by blood. Therefore, you are not going to be my mother-in-law. I will not have anything to do with you from now on. I ask you to keep that in mind as well. Please don't come to our wedding either. What? Even the wedding? Of course not. And I will not have you meet my parents. I don't mean to be presumptuous, but wouldn't it be better if both parents were present at the wedding? Even if it's just for formality. That's not a problem. I've thought it through. So please, don't even think about coming. I see. I was going to keep the distance from your relatives according to your personality and way of thinking. But I didn't think you would reject me so much just because I'm his stepmother. I hope you understand. Please, don't tell anyone that you won't be attending the wedding. Why? I'm planning a little surprise for Kevin and Jack, his father. So I don't want you to say anything. What's the surprise? It's none of your business. If you tell them, you'll be sorry. Okay.
Hi, Mom. How are you doing? Are you doing all right?
Hi, Kevin. I'm doing fine. It's good to hear from you.
You're my mother, so it's natural for me to text you once in a while, isn't it?
Thank you.
By the way, did Emma tell you something about today?
What? What about today?
Well, she called me and Dad to come to a restaurant in front of the station because she wanted to talk to us. But she didn't show up, so I was wondering if you knew anything.
I haven't heard anything from her. Did she say she had something special to tell you?
She didn't say anything specific, but she said she had something very important to tell us. So Dad and I were waiting for her. But she never showed up.
That's strange. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, me too. She doesn't usually do that, so I am even more worried. Mom, Have you talked to her about anything lately?
Nothing in particular. How is she these days?
She's doing all right. Nothing unusual, but now this is happening all of a sudden.
I see. If I hear from her, I'll let you know right away.
Thanks, Mom.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You definitely did something, didn't you? What the hell are you up to? What? What's going on all of a sudden? I don't know what you're talking about. What's the fun in interrupting my surprise? Just because you can't be his mother anymore? Don't you think this is a terrible thing to do? Was the surprise you were talking about the other day supposed to be today? Did it not go well? Don't play dumb with me. You knew and you did it. I didn't do anything. I don't even know what your surprise was. Huh? You interfered because you knew about it. I hope you won't make the assumption that I interfered. In the first place, Kevin texted me that you called Kevin and Jack a little while ago. He did? You didn't show up at a restaurant where you were supposed to meet them, so he was wondering if I knew something. My surprise partner was late, so that's why I was late too. You mean there was someone you wanted Kevin and Jack to meet? I brought that person, and the moment both of them realized who it was, they got angry and left. I don't think there are many people they would get angry like that at. Who on earth did you bring? Olivia! Olivia? Oh, then of course they would get angry. Why? She's the mother who gave birth to Kevin. And she is Jack's first wife, who had to divorce him because of you. It's true that Olivia is Kevin's biological mother. But where in the world did you hear about the divorce? Because that's what Olivia said. How did you come to be in contact with her in the first place? You didn't have her contact information, did you? I heard that you're not Kevin's real mother. So I thought he would be happy if he meets his real mother. So I hired a private detective. A private detective? And then she told me about the divorce when I found her. What did she say? The reason why they got divorced was Jack was having an affair. At the time, Olivia was unable to get custody due to financial circumstances and was separated from Kevin. She tearfully told me that she had never seen Kevin since then. You didn't check with Kevin and Jack about it. If you didn't want to ask them, you should have asked me. I knew you would never tell me the truth, so I didn't ask. Why? Because he had an affair with you, right? Huh? I can't trust anyone who would do such thing. And I don't want a woman like you celebrating our marriage. I want Jack to be sorry for his action by seeing Olivia again. And then, after that, I thought I could get them to agree to not inviting you to the wedding. So, to summarize your long story, you have never checked with Kevin or Jack about the truth. And you just went on believing Olivia, who you just met. Is that right? I can trust her more than you, who stole Jack from Olivia. In that stole part, it's just an assumption you made in your brain by only listening to her story. What? Yes, a terrible assumption and misunderstanding. You even went through the trouble of using a private detective. I can't believe it. What? You have something to complain about? The fact that you only believed what Olivia said and didn't check the truth with Kevin or Jack was not a good move. Besides, the fact that you acted on your own without considering the feelings of Kevin and Jack is also a problem. But I acted for the sake of Kevin. For the sake of Kevin? Then wouldn't it have been best to ask him about it? But if I did that, I would worry him, wouldn't I? Worry? I don't think so. What would he think if he knew what you were doing? That I did it for him, so I am sure he would understand. Have you ever thought about how much your assumptions have affected him? If you really want what's best for him, you should have talked to him first and found a solution together. You are his stepmother, not our family, so stop telling me what I should have done. You are free to feel that way, but to Kevin, I am his family. I can't agree to that. Then you should talk to him directly. I'll let you talk to him from here. Huh? Why? Because no matter how you try to justify your actions, it's important how he feels. But you have to understand how I feel too. It seems like you and I can never understand each other. If that's how you think, I understand. I'm sorry, but I guess I'm done with you.
Emma, I didn't think you were that kind of person. Do you really enjoy hurting my mom so much?
Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? I'm just trying to be happy with you.
What are you talking about? I'm breaking off the engagement.
Why? I was just trying to let you meet your real mother, okay?
That's none of your business.
Huh?
I don't know what you heard from that woman, but it wasn't Dad who cheated. It was that woman, Olivia.
Huh?
At that time, Dad was working a job that required him to travel a lot, so she took advantage of it. She was taking advantage of Dad's frequent business trips to bring men into the house. When he came home earlier than he was supposed to, the affair was discovered, and they got divorced.
I think someone is trying to deceive you. Like Rachel, who was having an affair with him at the time.
Dad and Mom met 6 months after the divorce, and they didn't start dating until another 6 months passed.
What?
And there are many people who can tell that they didn't know each other before that. I remember the divorce myself. I was around 11 at the time, and I'm telling you about it now. I really don't want to remember it, though.
Well then, you mean you didn't want to see Olivia?
Of course not.
But I didn't know that she was that kind of woman. So I thought it would be better to invite Olivia to our wedding, who is your real mother. I didn't mean to offend you.
You did have bad intentions, didn't you?
What?
A few days after I told you that Mom, Rachel, was my dad's second wife, I overheard you talking on the phone with a friend. A stepmother who is not related to him by blood must definitely be out of her mind. I'm going to find a way to get them divorced, I promise. That's what you said.
You heard that?
At that time, you haven't met Mom yet. So I thought you would understand if I talked to you. So I decided to pretend I didn't hear it. I didn't think you would seek out that woman and use it as a reason to get Mom and Dad to divorce.
Why did you even... I just wanted to do it for your sake.
For me? If you really thought that, you should have consulted me from the beginning. I can't believe you were working with the intention of destroying my family.
I didn't mean it that way. I just wanted to show you your real family.
My real family? That's not for you to decide, it's for me.
But I did it for your sake.
And this is the result.
But...
You had a purpose in this. So you believe that woman's words without thinking deeply about it.
Well, stepmothers are always known to be vicious women.
Huh?
That's why I was trying to save you from that mean old lady.
What's that? No matter how you look at it, there's no way you can justify what you've done.
What?
There are stepmothers who love their children like their own. There are parents and children who have a good relationship even if they are not related by blood. And it was my mother, Rachel, who made me feel like I'm her real son.
What? No way.
Olivia also thought Dad was an unfaithful man and looked down on him. I don't think I can make it as a couple with you who can only look at my parents in a disrespectful way.
I don't want to break off the engagement.
And at this point, where we haven't progressed to any concrete discussions, I don't think alimony is the way to go. So I think it would be best for both of us if you just accept the breakup.
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry, but I just don't feel like being with you anymore.
I told you, I don't want to break up with you. It's not like you don't like me anymore, right?
No, I don't like you anymore.
What?
Anyway, I'll make sure we have a chance to talk face to face later. I don't think we're cool with each other right now, so I'll call you later.
Rachel, I need your help.
You need my help? After all that?
Yes, I do. I want you to help me get back together with Kevin so that we can get married.
What do you mean?
You are Kevin's mother, right? As a mother, it's natural for you to help your son to get married, isn't it?
Certainly, as a mother, I wish for my son's happiness. But as for marrying you, I cannot cooperate.
Why not?
Have you ever thought about how much your actions have hurt him? Do you understand what kind of trouble you have caused to our family?
I'm sorry for my actions, but I love him.
If you love him, you should have respected his feelings more. What you did is unforgivable.
But as a mother?
As a mother, my first priority is Kevin's happiness. For that reason, I cannot agree to let him marry you.
Oh no, please, I beg you. I thought I could finally be happy.
Even if you say that now, I am sorry, but I have nothing more to say to you. I will let him decide what he wants to do. Goodbye.
Rachel, please. Please let me and Kevin get married. I am truly sorry for what I did selfishly with Olivia. I am sorry.
I accept that as an apology, but the hurt you have caused him cannot be easily healed.
Still, I really want to marry him.
If you so strongly desire to marry him, you should talk to him yourself. I will not do anything.
Still, I need your help to convince him.
There is nothing I can do.
Why are you so cold?
I'm not cold. I'm just trying to make him happy. I think every mother would do the same.
Oh no, then what am I supposed to do now?
That's something you have to think about yourself. It's not something I should think about.
Will you stop talking and just help me? Please? Please, Rachel.
It's been a while since that incident. Let me tell you about what happened to Emma. After her engagement to Kevin was called off, her situation at work worsened. Because of her self-centered attitude, it caused her to lose trust with her colleagues and superiors, and eventually she was forced to resign. Rumors spread among her friends. She lost all of her trust and she became lonely.
She got desperate, and her life became increasingly difficult. It was then that Olivia approached her. Olivia took advantage of Emma and planned to trick her to get her money. Emma was betrayed by Olivia and ended up losing all her money. She got what she deserves for what she had done. Meanwhile, Kevin and I have regained our peace and quiet life. I feel sorry that he couldn't get married, but since he is so kind, I am sure he will meet a wonderful woman. For now, I just hope he would find a wonderful woman who he can be happy with.